Okay, fellas, with everything inside the dryer, the wings have been flooded pretty well, as I mentioned a while ago. And so I'll take care of that tomorrow. I'll do some sanding and priming tomorrow. So right now, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and install a tail wheel assembly. And also the magnetic anti-submarine detector will be installed on the underbelly after the bomb bay. And I imagine the next assembly is going to be the bomb bay. So I'm going to save the ordnance probably for last, fellas, before I make the final reveal on their build. So I'm going to take assembly up to the bomb bay doors about as far as I can go, and everything else is just go ahead and prime and add a few more pieces here, which we'll do on the coming video, and prepare for the final reveal. Okay, fellas, let's get started on this tail wheel assembly. I've got the landing gear strut. Landing gear strut tail wheel assembly is composed of two pieces. One piece I previously installed is back here. It fits after the wheel well. And the other piece fits right here. And right here on this here wheel well here, fellas, there's an axle for twin. Here's your axle for your tail wheels. You got two tail wheels on there instead of having one that's pretty much on the American aircraft. But most English aircraft, you know, they are like Sterling bombers, so they have sometimes two tail wheels in the back. Probably something to do with the traction. Okay, fellas, we'll go over here and get some glue on this here landing tail wheel strut and install thing. And there it is, fellas. That was pretty quick and easy without a fuss and a muss. Okay, fellas, on this MAD boom dome here, this system works pretty much like the American aircraft, such as our S2F. The Navy, we always called them Stoof. And they came out probably by 1947, the S2F came out, and they served during the Korean War campaign. And they were used up probably up pretty much in the middle 1970s, and they were actually replaced by their successor, the Viking. And the Viking's successor was the Intruder. Okay, fellas, right here is the MAD boom. Actually, it's your dome or radar. I forget what you call it. That's your magnetic anti-submarine detecting dome, I guess. Because the S2F had the boom that stuck out this way. It actually extended. And actually, this installation right here is the base for this. I'll fit on top of here. So with all this to do right here, this actually fits the curvature of the plastic, which fits about like this. Because the way it's molded with the curvature of the underbelly. So when you're here, fellas, we'll give this thing a good liberal coat of this Tamiya thin, and make sure it's got distributed evenly so it'll stick to the underbelly. Beautiful. Centered beautifully. This goes on pretty good, fellas. It really does. Yep. It's pretty good. That's what the good doctor ordered. on top of this MAD boom, or dome, however you pronounce it, fellas. You got to excuse me on this. And you got another piece that fits that's precisely the same. It fits right on top of here. Gives the illusion that it's actually retracted instead of being extended. It's optional, fellas. In this kit here, you'll find this thing with it lowered or retracted. Just like this, fellas. It's not going to be long for the final reveal of this bird. I'll be looking forward to the final reveal of this here Shackleton probably by this weekend. And so I got a lot of models to be painted, so I'll probably be going towards the Globemaster too. Because she's about underway, she's about ready for the final paint job and the final reveal. Not much that bird. Okay guys, so far we got the tail wheel installed. We get the MAD boom here installed. Next we'll go to the Bombay. The Bombay, they give you an option. They give you I guess 2 different Bombays, aren't they? Or no, they don't know extra no, fellas. I think this is the interior that fits inside. It's precisely what it is. It's the interior. So actually the Bombay doors are all the same on this model right here. I was looking at it a while ago, it looked like they gave you 2 different Bombay doors. So actually, this sprue tree here, fellas, this is the interior of the Bombay right here. So I'll move these from the sprue trees and we'll go ahead and clean them up real well. Install same to the Bombay, and we'll get the Bombay all installed, and we'll call it a video. And more to come, fellas. Get my famous sprues cutters over here and remove the Bombay from the sprue trees. Get these parts cleaned up real well, prepared for assembly, and also installation. A lot of the finer parts, fellas, you see these with a lot of small parts. I won't have the video enough time to be able to include those in the build, but mostly the structure of this aircraft will be built here on live with this video here. And I got the ordnance, I got to prime, paint, and prepare, and get ready to install in the Bombay. And you got a lot of finer pieces. They'll be added to go along with the video, but a lot of small pieces will be added in between intermissions of the video. Oh, okay, fellas, I got one more. Can't leave that astray. Okay, fellas. This right here is the inner shell, which is the interior of the Bombay. Make sure the thing is all sanded well and clean. Like, make sure all these parts are really clean, fellas, and make sure, you know, before you can prepare them quite well, so they fit well without the fuss. I remember in my infancy when I was learning how to build models, and I was just once upon learning like everybody else is, and of course the plastic back in the 1950s are pretty chunky compared to what's out here today, and those ungodly looking nubs on the plastic, you know. I used to tear them off and stuff and tear the plastic with it. And my father says, Frank, that looked just awful. I said, you need to use these to move these parts from these trees here. When you're just tearing them off, you don't do that. So he kind of stopped me in my tracks to save me some time, and I loved him for it. And the joy of building models is take your time, fellas, make them look right the best way you can, any way you can. And right now, God, fellas, I'm in model heaven right now. I have enough of my stash now to last me 2 lifetimes. Okay, fellas, right here is the exterior of the Bombay doors. Here's the interior of the of the Bombay doors. Man, that water tastes good tonight. Okay, fellas, we're going to flip these over. We have, I believe we've got locating holes here. No, that's linkage. That's where linkage fits at. There you go, fella. I just laid that in there. Give this thing a good coat. And I'll switch some of this glue, use some of this plastic stuff for a while. This stuff really goes on real well. Yeah, buddy. There's a glue that's related to this plastic strap, or plastic weld, whatever you call it, and it was called by Avro. And that was some darn good, about the best liquid glue I've ever used. It's miles better than this to me here, stuff is, fellas. There's something about the formula that they use to create that kind of liquid glue. Just, oh my God, that stuff really, it's there for keeps. When you start gluing parts together. It don't take long for it to set up either. Okay, fellas, let's see if this thing is cleaned yet. No, it hasn't. Set the glues out of the way and give this thing a nice little sand. Clean up all this darn nasty doggone flash or nubs from the sprue trees so these parts will fit right. This thing, though, Shackleton sure has a carnivorous Bombay. And I think really can load up some arsenal. While building this, I'm reminiscing of the frog kit. And that frog kit was something else. Prehistoric plastic. You talk about Rosie the Riveter doing her job. Boy, she overdone her job in that kit. Man, there's enough doggone rivets on that airplane right there to use as a rasp. And so you got to tone down those rivets by using wet and dry sandpaper and sand away by using plenty of water. That's how you alleviate those overdone rivets on that kit. That kit's not too bad. Its later model has a nose wheel opposed to the tail draggers such as the aircraft I'm modeling here. Yeah, make sure everything's got its share of cement, fellas. There you go. Let that dry for a couple of seconds. And I believe there's some F-17. That's an exterior. Something goes here. No. Oh, I see where it goes. That's in the F-sprue. I think I'm pretty familiar with the F-sprue. Okay, fellas, I'm going to find that F-sprue and get those pieces out of there. Yep, F. Oh, I see them. Real fine jobs right here. Fred's going to take another 11 blade to move these out. I don't want to dare to use nippers on these. Right here, fellas, these parts are real fine. Real fine. You don't want to use those big old blue nippers. You gotta make sure that you use your number 11 blade for this. Because I kid you not, you use those nippers on fine, delicate parts like this, you'll bust them. So you fellas don't want to go there. Number 11 blade works real well. There's some parts you got to use your knife on, fellas. You know, you can't use no sandpaper. You can't. The old number 11 blade, nice and sharp, does the job every time. Oh, okay, trim this down a little bit too more there. Got excess plastic right there. That's good, real good. This I use tube glue. Dab a little bit right there and install on these little pre-made location holes. There you go, fellas. There you go. That's the way it goes. That's the way it's going to be. That's how it's done. One down, the other to go. I think I'm going to install these Bombay doors later, fellas. There's some details in this Bombay I got to get done before adding this Bombay, because this Bombay will be in the way. So after I get this part done, I'm going to call it a video, and we got more to come. I'll prepare for another video probably tomorrow. We'll have another video on this. And that's getting very close to the final paint job on the final assembly, and get prepared for painting. Yep, it goes in there real well. I like that tube glue. And for a little insurance, just give it a little dab of this liquid glue. And that right there will make sure it's got ample enough cement on there. Okay, fellas, we're gonna call it a vid, and I can see this video probably be in 4 parts. Okay, we're going to review the construction for the night, and we'll say some more to work tomorrow. Wings all done, undercarriage has been installed, tail wheel has been installed on this, and also we got the MAD boom installed, and be it. And bring the video back to yours truly. Okay, guys, take these gloves off. Yeah, that glove's shot. In the trash can it goes. Okay, fellas, that probably about does it for this evening. This makes video number 4. So stay tuned for number 5, which is probably going to be a bunch of miscellaneous parts on it. And when it gets close to the final painting, we're going to have the final reveal after that. And so I got a lot of kits up there. Probably got to be painting. I got the Glow Master to paint, and I got that little Spitfire to mess around with too, and got the shack. So that does it for the night, guys. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. May God bless. Make Mama happy. Happy modeling. Please subscribe. And this is Frankie Day signing off. We'll catch you guys tomorrow for video number 5 on the Avro Shackleton build. Okay, guys. It's Frankie Day signing off. We'll catch you guys.